90% of car owners have no clue these pro car hacks saves them money. But here's the twist. Just one simple hack could save you thousands on car repairs. Most likely, you're ignoring these pro hacks and ruining your car engine. So before you spend another dollar on repairs, here's 17 car hacks only the most experienced drivers know about that will save you thousands. Don't skip, it's gonna save you a lot of money. Let's dive in with hack number 17, follow the 3K oil change. You've been told your whole life that you need to change your oil every 3,000 miles. Jiffy Lube tells you this. Your local mechanic has a sticker on your windshield reminding you of this. Even your dad probably told you this. Here's the truth experienced drivers know. It's complete garbage. Modern synthetic oils and advanced engine technology have extended oil change intervals to 7,500, 10,000, even 15,000 miles, depending on your vehicle. Check your owner's manual, not the quick lube place trying to sell you unnecessary services. Most cars built after 2010 can easily go 7,500 to 10,000 miles between oil changes with synthetic oil. The 3,000-mile rule was true back in the 1970s when oils were primitive and engines were less efficient. But oil technology has evolved dramatically. Synthetic oils resist breakdown, handle extreme temperatures better, and contain advanced additives that keep your engine cleaner longer. Speaking of things you're doing wrong, this next one will shock you. Hack number 16, turn signal reset trick. Ever change lanes and your turn signal stays on forever, making you look like that clueless driver everyone hates? Or maybe you make a slight turn and the signal doesn't click off automatically, so you're driving down the highway with your blinker on for miles. Here's the hack experienced drivers use. Instead of pushing your turn signal lever all the way down or up for a lane change, just tap it gently halfway. It'll blink 3 times, then automatically shut off. Perfect for quick lane changes, without the commitment of a full turn signal that you'll inevitably forget to cancel. But here's the part most people don't know. If your turn signal is stuck on and won't reset, you can manually reset it by pushing the lever in the opposite direction just slightly. If your left signal is stuck on, give the lever a gentle push to the right. It'll click off immediately. This happens because the turn signal mechanism uses a little catch that's supposed to reset after your steering wheel returns to center. But if you don't turn the wheel far enough, or if the mechanism is worn, it doesn't automatically cancel. Now let's talk about something that'll save you serious cash. Hack number 15, toothpaste headlight restoration. Your headlights are foggy, yellowed, and oxidized. You can barely see at night, and your car looks 10 years older than it is. Detailers charge $80 to $150 for headlight restoration. Auto parts stores sell restoration kits for $25 to $40. But here's what experienced detailers know. Regular white toothpaste does the exact same job for about $2. Here's how it works. Put a small amount of regular white toothpaste, not gel, on a clean cloth or sponge. Rub it onto the headlight in circular motions for about 3 to 5 minutes. The mild abrasives in toothpaste, the same ones that clean your teeth. Gently remove the oxidized layer on the plastic. Rinse with water and wipe clean. Your headlights go from cloudy to crystal clear. The science is simple. Headlight lenses are made of polycarbonate plastic that oxidizes when exposed to UV rays. That creates a cloudy yellow layer that blocks light. Toothpaste is a mild abrasive polish that removes that oxidized layer without scratching the plastic underneath. But wait, this next hack could save your life in a different way. Hack number 14, get ahead of another car safely. Every now and then, you just have to overtake another car on a narrow 2-lane road to get to your destination faster. And quite often, another car pops out of nowhere, moving in your direction on the lane you chose for your maneuver. Whenever you feel like you don't have enough time to end it, flash the turn signals indicating the direction you'll turn to. It will help you avoid an accident because they often happen on the side of the road when both cars choose to get there to avoid the crash. It's always a better idea to turn back to your lane and not the side of the road. Here's what experienced drivers know that most people miss. Communication is everything in emergency situations. That split-second signal tells the oncoming driver exactly what you're doing, preventing the deadly game of chicken where both drivers swerve the same direction. Now here's something hiding in your hand right now. Hack number 13, remote key fob, special functions. Key fobs have become increasingly sophisticated, boasting as many as 15 features. Here are 3 that very few people know of. First, closing and opening windows from outside the vehicle. Did you know you can remotely roll down the windows and sometimes even the sunroof? There are 2 ways to do this. The first involves pressing and holding the unlock button for 3 seconds. This works on Kia, Volkswagen, and Hyundai. In a Honda or Volvo, press the unlock button once, then press and hold. The second way to operate the windows from outside the car is by using the key. Put the key into the driver's side keyhole and unlock the car. Then turn the key clockwise again and hold until the windows come down. Do the opposite to close the windows. The second hidden feature of key fobs is mirror folding. Many new cars automatically fold wing mirrors when you lock the car, but in some other cars, you can do this with the key fob instead. If you own a GMC or Chevrolet pickup or a BMW, press and hold the lock button to fold them in. This next one's about to extend the life of something you replace way too often. Hack number 12. Take good care of your wipers. When you see that your wipers aren't working as efficiently as they used to and can't reach some areas on the windshield, they're most likely wearing out. Quite often, rubber, frame, and plastic wipers wear out and form a C shape. As a result, the center of the windshield remains untouched. So before you get the wipers replaced, try turning them inside out. You can actually help them work longer if you keep the windshield clean at all times. Make it a habit to clean it whenever you stop at a gas station for a fill-up. Just make sure the squeegee they provide you with is clean and doesn't have any debris in it. Whenever the frost is coming, remove the wiper blades overnight and they won't freeze to the glass. And finally, never ever run the wipers on a dry windshield. They are meant to be used on a wet surface. So if you have to clean a dry windshield, for example, to get rid of pollen, turn on the washer first. Let's switch gears to something most people get completely wrong. Hack number 11. Use your AC wisely in the summer. Imagine it's a hot summer day. You get in the car that's been in the sun for hours. Your first natural urge is to turn on the AC at max. Stop right there. The AC system accumulates toxic substances you don't want to breathe in. So pump out the hot air naturally before you get in the car. Roll down the rear windows and open and close the driver's door a few times in a row. Then, start driving with your windows open. Turn on the AC at max for 30 seconds to 5 minutes and wait for the car to get some fresh air. Remember, the AC is way more efficient as you're driving because it helps the compressor run faster. Check if your cabin's air filter is clean regularly. If there's dirt in it, it messes up the airflow inside the vehicle. And if you have the auto AC feature in your car, don't use it in hot weather. It will help you save fuel, as it turns off automatically when the engine is off, but it will make you sweat in traffic jams like crazy. Experienced drivers know this routine by heart because they've learned the hard way that blasting the AC immediately doesn't just expose you to toxins, it's also the slowest, least efficient way to cool your car down. Here's the winter version of that same mistake. Hack number 10. Rubbing alcohol door lock dicer. It's the middle of winter, freezing cold outside, and your car door lock is completely frozen solid. You can't get your key in, or if you do get it in, it won't turn. Most people panic, call a locksmith for $100, or try heating their key with a lighter and burning their fingers. Here's what experienced drivers keep in their pocket: a small spray bottle of rubbing alcohol. The high alcohol content has a freezing point way below water, around -128 degrees Fahrenheit. When you spray it directly into the frozen lock, it instantly melts the ice and lets you turn the key. You can also spray it on your key and insert it into the lock, letting the alcohol work its way in and thaw everything out. This works in seconds, costs basically nothing, and saves you from standing in the freezing cold trying to force a frozen lock. Here's the pro move. Keep a tiny travel-sized spray bottle of rubbing alcohol in your coat pocket or purse during winter, not in your car. Because if your lock is frozen, you can't get into your car to grab the bottle. This hack also works on frozen trunk locks, gas cap doors, and even frozen windshield washer nozzles. One small bottle costs $2 and lasts all winter. A locksmith charges $100 to $150 for an emergency call. You just saved yourself a massive headache and a huge bill. Before we go further, hit that like button real quick. Done? Awesome. Hack number 9. Start your car when it's freezing outside. When it's below 14 degrees Fahrenheit outside and you get in your vehicle, don't try to start it straight away. It will strain the battery and the starter, because when you just get in and try to start it, there is no voltage in the system. It will put your starter and battery under too much pressure. So before you start the vehicle, turn on the high beams for 3 to 5 seconds. It will let you run the current through your system and help the engine start easier. This works because forcing electrical current through the high beams warms up the battery and gets voltage flowing through the system before you ask it to handle the massive load of starting the engine. Cold batteries have dramatically reduced capacity, sometimes as low as 50% of their normal power at freezing temps. By preheating the electrical system with the high beams, you're giving the battery a fighting chance to start the engine without dying in the process. Experienced drivers in cold climates do this religiously and rarely have battery problems, while everyone else is constantly jumping their car or replacing dead batteries every winter. Now, what if you're already stuck? Here's what to do. Hack number 8. Get unstuck from mud or sand. In case you get stuck in mud, sand, or snow, don't panic and remember there's always a way to get out. First of all, give your tires some room to maneuver. Move the steering wheel back and forth to achieve this, but do it really slow to get traction. As you're doing it, go from reverse to drive quickly, but no more than 8 times, not to damage the car. Deflate the tires, letting out about half of the air from them to increase their surface area. Then, dig out some space around them and use the tire jack to elevate the car and branches, boards, or even car floor mats for extra traction. As you get out successfully, don't forget to inflate the tires back and drive slowly at first to get off the extra mud. Here's what experienced off-roaders know. The rocking motion between reverse and drive uses momentum to break free from the rut, but doing it more than 8 times heats up your transmission and can cause serious damage. The deflation trick is genius because it increases the tire's footprint, giving you more surface area to grip loose terrain. Most people just floor it and dig themselves deeper, burning through clutch plates and overheating their transmission in the process. Let's talk about reading the road better. Hack number 7. Pay attention to the wheels. When you're driving along a narrow road and there is a flow of cars going your way, pay attention to their wheels. If you feel like the driver is acting weirdly, don't wait for them to flash the turn signals. Quite often, they just forget to turn them on, or do that after they've turned the wheels in the right direction. So it's not the turn signals, but the wheels you should watch. Experienced drivers learned this defensive driving technique decades ago. Wheels don't lie. A driver can forget to signal, change their mind at the last second, or just be completely oblivious, but their wheels will always show you their true intention. If you see wheels starting to turn toward you, that car is coming into your lane, whether they signal or not. This split-second awareness has prevented countless sideswipe accidents and head-on collisions. Most people stare at taillights and turn signals, waiting for confirmation that never comes. By the time they realize the car is moving, it's too late to react. Watch the wheels, trust the wheels, and you'll avoid accidents other drivers never saw coming. Here's a feature you're probably not using correctly. Hack number 6. Take the most out of your car alarm. Most modern car alarms have anti-theft mode. It prevents car theft by blocking the engine while the stolen vehicle is moving. All you have to do is push the button and stop the engine from a distance. But it won't work unless you have the alarm remote control on you. For example, when thieves throw you out of the car, or you went out to check the tires and someone jumped in and went on a ride in your car. So, it's really smart to keep the remote control apart from the rest of your keys and always keep it in your pocket. Also, don't activate the anti-theft mode just for fun. It takes an expert to unblock the vehicle after it's been activated, so reserve it for real emergencies. Here's what experienced drivers know. Most people keep their alarm remote on the same keychain as their house keys and car keys, which means if someone steals your keys, they've got everything. By separating the alarm remote and keeping it in your pocket, you maintain control even if your keys are taken. This feature can literally stop a carjacking in progress by killing the engine remotely, stranding the thief, and making the car immobile. Now here's something you're definitely overlooking. Hack number 5. Sidecar windows lifesaver. It's pretty obvious that you have to keep your windshield clean, but there are some things you might oversee in this process. Your sidecar windows have rubber molding that you most likely forget to clean. However, even if the car itself is clean, these rubbers accumulate dust you can't even see. When it gets out, it scratches the windshield like sandpaper. A few months later, it can leave deep scratches on the windshield that you won't be able to get rid of. Experienced detailers know this is one of the most overlooked causes of mysterious windshield scratches. People spend hundreds of dollars replacing windshields with scratches they can't explain, never realizing it was their own dirty window molding doing the damage. The fix is stupidly simple. When you wash your car, Wipe down the rubber molding around all your windows with a wet cloth. Takes 30 seconds and prevents permanent windshield damage that costs $300 to $500 to replace. This tiny detail separates people who maintain their cars properly from people who wonder why their windshield is always scratched. Let's talk about cleaning your interior the smart way. Hack number 4, coffee filter. Dashboard duster that saves you money. Your dashboard collects dust faster than anywhere else in your car. Within days of cleaning it, there's already a visible layer of grime. You wipe it down with paper towels or regular rags, and it either leaves streaks, scratches the plastic, or just pushes the dust around without actually removing it. Here's what professional detailers use that costs basically nothing. Coffee filters. Yeah, the same ones you use to make coffee. Coffee filters are designed to trap fine particles without leaving any residue behind. They're soft enough not to scratch plastic or leather, but textured enough to grab dust and oils effectively. Just grab a coffee filter and wipe down your dashboard, center console, door panels, and any other interior plastic surfaces. The dust clings to the filter instead of getting pushed around or floating back into the air. It leaves a streak-free, clean finish without any chemicals or sprays. Want to take it to the next level? Lightly spray the coffee filter with a tiny amount of interior detailer or even just water. It helps the filter grab even more dust and leaves a subtle shine. Detailers charge $50 to $100 for interior cleaning, and half of that is just wiping down surfaces with microfiber cloths and specialty products. Coffee filters do the exact same job for about 5 cents each. A pack of 100 coffee filters costs $3 and will last you years of interior cleaning. You just eliminated the need for expensive detailing appointments while keeping your interior looking showroom fresh. This next one could literally save your life. Hack number 3, road condition indicators. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, approximately 156,000 crashes occur annually due to icy road conditions. Manufacturers have devised several low-tech and high-tech solutions for this. The most common low-tech solution is the snowflake dashboard light, or frost warning light. It appears as a snowflake in the middle of the road. This symbol is yellow when the temperature drops below a certain threshold and goes red if it gets even lower. The temperature threshold is different for cars. For example, the light comes on in a Volkswagen when the outside temperature goes below 39 degrees Fahrenheit. In a Toyota, that threshold is 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Volvo has taken this technology one step further with connected safety. The company gathers information from all cars on the road and alerts cars on that route. Here's what experienced drivers do that most people ignore. They actually pay attention to this warning and adjust their driving immediately. Slower speeds, gentler braking, increased following distance. That little snowflake isn't just a weather report. It's a life-saving alert that ice is forming on the road right now. And you need to change how you're driving before you become one of those 156,000 crash statistics. Now let's talk about something most people never discover. Hack number 2, hidden storage inside your car. Jeep is the master of this game. For roughly a decade, every Grand Cherokee has had at least one hidden compartment. Jeep has some fun with its customers by not revealing where it is. This makes the car more secure because thieves won't know where you've hidden your valuables. Besides safety, hidden compartments make the car more organized and help you maximize space. Several other brands also have secret stashes. The Infiniti G35 has a concealed hole in the rear armrest for a first aid kit or other tidbits. Volkswagen Golfs have a hidden compartment under the driver's seat. The Toyota Hilux has a hidden dash compartment that doubles as a cool box, which is great for road trips. Experienced drivers know exactly where these compartments are in their vehicles and use them strategically. They're perfect for storing emergency cash, important documents, spare keys, or valuables you don't want visible to someone looking through your windows. Most people own cars with these features for years and never discover them because they never bother to explore or read the manual. Alright, last one. This might be the most important. Hack number 1, baking soda battery terminal corrosion cleaner. Battery corrosion is that crusty white or blue-green buildup on your battery terminals. It looks gross, but more importantly, it creates electrical resistance that prevents your battery from charging properly. Your car starts having electrical problems. The battery dies prematurely, and eventually your car won't start at all. Dealerships and mechanics charge $50 to $100 to clean battery terminals and apply corrosion protection. They make it sound technical and complicated, but here's the reality. It takes about 5 minutes and costs basically nothing. First, disconnect your battery. Negative terminal first, always. Mix baking soda and water into a paste, about 3 parts baking soda to 1 part water. Apply it directly to the corroded terminals and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. The alkaline properties of baking soda neutralize the acidic corrosion. Scrub with an old toothbrush or wire brush. The crud comes right off. Wipe clean with a rag and reconnect your battery, positive first, then negative. Want to prevent future corrosion? After cleaning, apply a thin layer of petroleum jelly or dielectric grease to the terminals before reconnecting. It creates a protective barrier against moisture and acid vapors that cause corrosion in the first place. A box of baking soda costs $2 and handles dozens of cleanings over the years. You just saved yourself hundreds in unnecessary battery services while keeping your electrical system running perfectly. This is the kind of basic maintenance mechanics do on their own cars, but charge you a fortune for because most people don't know how simple it actually is. If this video just saved you from wasting money, getting ripped off, or making a dangerous mistake, hit that like button and smash subscribe. We're out here finding the secrets mechanics and experienced drivers don't want you knowing, and your support helps us keep going. Drop a comment and let me know which hack shocked you the most. And if you want even more car secrets that'll save you serious cash, click the video on your screen right now. Trust me, you won't regret it.